what's up? Welcome or welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. So today we're going to be talking all things setting spray. I'm going to be going through my favorite setting sprays that keep my makeup lasting long all day and locked in, especially in the heat. So yeah, I'm going to do kind of like a little rapid review on all the setting sprays I have in my collection and then give you guys my top faves. There's a lot of setting sprays out there, and depending on your skin type or what you're looking for, you're gonna want to purchase something else. So let's start off with E.L.F. So this is the E.L.F. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. Absolutely love. As you guys can tell, could basically do it empties because this is completely empty and I need to repurchase this. So this is 18 milliliters, which I think is decent for the price point and for what you're getting. So it is a very fine mist, which I absolutely love. It has a cap and just a regular like spray nozzle. Really nice. It almost is like you can hardly feel it on the skin. It's very fine and very soft. It more so like melts the powder and gives your skin a nice like soft finish, which I really like. It melts everything down and gets everything to look a little bit more skin like, and it also locks in your makeup. It's not drying. I have more normal to dry skin, so I do like how this finishes on the skin. It also has a nice really fresh scent. For the price point, I would definitely recommend. I also have this one from E.L.F. This is the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. This is interesting, very interesting. I know people talk about this being like a dupe for the Milk. I've never tried that one. Now, if it's one thing I could say, this is definitely glowy. I have used this when I feel like my makeup's too powdery or I feel like I want a bit of a glow, and it definitely ups the glow. Sometimes I've done like a complete matte makeup look and I feel like, you know what, I kind of want to change my mind, and I spray this on and my face completely starts to glow and just gives me a really nice soft finish. So I do like that about this. I feel like you can kind of like play about with your finish with a setting spray like this. Now, does it last all day? I'm not gonna lie, that is something I've yet to test, because anything that's glowy on my skin, I would just always reinforce. I just feel like naturally, if my skin is glowing before I've even left the house, I gotta reinforce just to make sure it's sealed. It does say you can use this to seal your makeup, so I'm betting that it probably does keep your makeup lasting longer, but just in my opinion, I would always do reinforcements with this. I have worn it by itself on a regular day. My makeup has looked really nice, but especially in hot weather, I'd always reinforce. So really nice setting spray, and it's great if you want, like, if you feel like your makeup's too matte and you want to like give it like a final glow. Great, 10 out of 10 for that. But anything else, I'm not gonna use a glowy setting spray for my makeup to last long. I just feel like it contradicts the idea, if you guys get what I mean. So that's my opinion on this. Another little thing, it does separate. Like, once you open it and you start using it, it does like separate in the bottle. Don't know what that's about, but yeah. But out of the two, this will be like the one I recommend. I still feel like I'm working on this one. I have used it quite a bit, but yeah, as you guys can tell, I'm not really a dewy babe. It's not giving that. But that's my little review on that one. Fun story about this, right? If you see this, this is not what Fix Plus looks like now. They've upgraded it. I had this in the box for so long. I'd not used it. I just had it in my makeup stash. Found it and I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't used Fix Plus in years. I should start using it again. Love. Why did I stop using this? We'll be repurchasing it. So this is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus, legendary out here in these makeup streets. Like, MAC have always been that girl, will always be that girl. That's just the facts. I love this for so many different things. I love it for refreshing my makeup. I love it for if I've got an eyeshadow and I want it to be a little bit more wet and a little bit more like, you know, vibrant, I could do that. I also use this like to finish off, but this I wouldn't say is a setting spray. This is something to like melt your powders or like refresh your face throughout your makeup routine, or even before you've done makeup. If you want to like refresh your face before you go ahead and apply any product, this is great for that. So I would say this is more of a melting spray, but not a setting spray. This ain't gonna hold your makeup in. Like, I wouldn't even look at it to do that. Do you know what I mean? So this is definitely more of a melting, like a powder melt type of setting spray, and something just to refresh the skin. But absolutely love this. Like, whenever I use this on my skin, once I've done my makeup looks so good. I'm always tempted to use it by itself, but I know better and I use setting spray on top. But absolutely love this. Definitely gonna be on my repurchase list. I've only got a little bit left, but MAC Fix Plus is like a staple in the makeup kit. Like, if you ever went too in with powders or anything, spray her, you're good to go. Okay, the next setting spray, should I even call this a setting spray? Well, you guys know what I mean. Okay, we're going through the mists and the sprays. Okay, so this is the Vitamin E Super Drug Hydrating Mist. Honey, run and go get it. Run and go get it. This kind of reminds me of Fix Plus, even though Fix Plus I just feel like is it's a top tier. It's just a different level. This kind of gives the same vibe. So this is gorgeous to just like melt your makeup if you just feel like you just need to marry everything in before you fix it. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I like to use this throughout my makeup steps if I feel like I just need to refresh the makeup. If you guys are like me and like sometimes you take your time when you're doing your makeup and then you realize, oh my gosh, my concealer's drying, like what's happening, spraying a little bit of this over the face just does the trick. So it kind of reminds me of the MAC Fix Plus as far as like being more of a skin refresher and a bit of a mist to the skin, but so lovely. Marries everything together. Like once you've done your makeup, you just want everything to like melt before you use like a setting spray. She's your girl. So you can get this only at Superdrug, of course, for my UK girlies, but so good. Definitely check it out. It's definitely going to give skin refresher, mist. This is also great, like just in general, like as skincare, if you just want to like refresh your skin throughout the day, she's that girl. So yeah, I would say those two products are more like mist to refresh the skin. Let's get into some Charlotte Tilbury, shall we? So I've only got the little mini version now because I kind of, you know, I diversified my setting sprays, so I haven't been using her as much. But Charlotte was my fave for years. I feel like she's very reliable because I know how she works. This is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Now I will say the scent on it is like, it has that bit of a floral scent. I wouldn't say it's strong, but it's there. It's there. So be mindful. This gives the skin such a pretty glow, and you can kind of feel, I'm not going to say it has like a film over it, but when you set this on your face, you can kind of see, you can see it has a little bit of a different type of coverage. It's very soft. It has a slight glow. I find that when I do use this, if I use it by itself, I do go over like certain areas of powder, like my forehead, around my mouth, just to make sure those areas are matte, because it does give a slight glow, and I don't like to glow everywhere, but such a good setting spray. Definitely locks in your makeup. You can use this by itself, but because it gives that glow, sometimes I like to collab it with something else, or I just put a little powder on. But I will never leave her out. Like, she is just that girl. She's been that girl, and will definitely always repurchase her. I only have a little bit left of my little sample, but it's because I've got so many setting sprays now. I'm kind of spoiled for choice, but Charlotte Tilbury will always be that girl. Okay, so let's get into some Urban Decay, honey. So first of all, can we just say Urban Decay is like an OG brand. I remember when I first started wearing makeup, hearing about Urban Decay All Nighter. They deserve their things. Let's give them their 10s. Okay, I actually have, well, two of the versions. So I have the vitamin C version and I have the original All Nighter. I actually just got sent a big version of this, so can't wait, because I've kind of been trying to ration out because I don't have much left. If you guys can hear, like, it's giving a little bit left. But yeah, this is the vitamin C version. Now specifically this one, I've used this quite a lot. It's hardly anything left. This is the vitamin C cactus flower water long lasting makeup setting spray with all day wear. I would definitely say this is all day wear, but when I mean all day, I mean like a regular day, like a regular work day, a regular like college uni day, a regular day. When it comes to like a day full of activity and all types of other stuff, no, because I just feel like if you're going to be doing all that, you need reinforcements. You need an extra like fixing spray that's really going to fix your makeup together. This, like it says, it has flower water, so it feels very hydrating and it feels really good on the skin. I have worn this on its own on a regular day and it's been fine. I wouldn't say it's like top tier, like, oh, my makeup is absolutely perfect when I come home, but my makeup does last. So I do like this, I do enjoy it, but I wouldn't really rank it as like my fave, but it works well. And then we have Miss All Nighter, the OG, the original. I just, looking at this bowl, it's just crazy. Like, I used to really want this. Like, I used to be like, oh, I wish I could buy it, and now I have it. Like, isn't it crazy how life works? But anyways, this is the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. Definitely sets the makeup, looks amazing. Kind of similar to the vitamin C spray. I would say this lasts a little bit longer and it's a little bit more of a stronger hold. I feel like for a regular day tonight, this will definitely hold you down. I would say this one for me is a little bit more long lasting than this one. This one feels a little bit more on the refresher side, but they both still last. I do feel like the purple one does last a little bit longer, though I feel like I still need to try out a bit more, and I just got a full size one, so I'll definitely be using a bit more. Okay, now we're into the final three. So this one is newer to my collection, but off of the first time I used it, I already knew, absolutely love. So this is the Tarte, girl, pronounce the T's. This is the Tarte Lock Hydrating Setting Spray. I don't know, I'm just so thankful I got this. This is something else I got in PR and I was late to the party to use it. I had it in the box and when I used it I said, oh yeah, she's that girl. So this is the hydrating setting spray. So when it said hydrating, I was thinking, okay, is it gonna be a mist? Is it gonna be a mist? Because usually when setting sprays say hydrating, I kind of lose faith because I'm like, okay, are you more concerned with giving me a hydrating glow, or are you concerned with setting this face? Because I just feel like sometimes when setting sprays say hydrating, it's just like that's all you cared about. You didn't care about setting my makeup, you just cared about giving me a glow, and that's not what I'm here for. Do you know what I mean? But this one, I have to say, Tarte did their thing. This sprayed on my face, gave me a nice mist, but as soon as it settled down, I could feel that my makeup kind of was like sealed, and it did not feel heavy or feel like super tight, but I could definitely feel like I had a level of protection over my makeup. I've been wearing this so much since then, and I have to say it has literally been holding me down. I definitely recommend it. I haven't had it that long, but I truly have been enjoying it. And this is, I think it's 100 mils, and you do have to shake well before you spray it, but gorgeous. It does have a regular nozzle, you just spray it, and it's pink. Who doesn't love pink? So I am very pleasantly surprised with this. I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it, but I genuinely really do enjoy it. This one is also newer to my collection. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 3 Second Setting Mist. If you've not heard about this, where have you been? The amount of promos I've seen on this setting spray. When I first used this, I thought immediately this reminds me of One Size. Initially, it kind of gives hairspray because it smells really nice, but the amount you have to spray on your face, it is gonna be a little bit intense. So it is kind of a lot, but this definitely sets the makeup for sure. I wouldn't say it's like matte, because even when you have glowy makeup on, like let's say I have a bit of a glow on the skin, it still maintains that. I would always use this with something else. It's very rare I'll use it by itself. With something as strong as it is, get you some hydration under the skin. I read the ingredients and I believe the first ingredient on here is alcohol, which is drying to the skin. Now that's not necessarily a bad thing, it just means you need to make sure what you're doing under your makeup is tea. I would definitely use this as a final setting mist, and I would use any of my other mists that I want to use, or if I want to use like a Fix Plus, anything like that can just set my makeup, hydrate it, and just give me a bit more of like a powder melt vibe, and then go in with this to finish up. You could definitely use this by itself because I don't think it takes away any of the glow or any kind of like finish of your makeup, but I just would personally say like use something that can like just melt your powders and refresh the skin before you put this on, because the alcohol is so high in here. But I absolutely love this. If you're looking for a more affordable alternative to the next one I'm about to show you guys, I would definitely say check it out. I mean, they're not going to be exactly the same because complete different, you know, products, but so good. I see why the girls love it, and I'm now on the train. So yeah, it's definitely getting dark already, but we're on to the last one. So this is a One Size Until Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. What were we using before this? We were definitely using Charlotte Tilbury, and that's why I say Charlotte Tilbury was that girl until One Size came here. I mean, she still remains top 5, but like One Size came and just literally changed the game. This has to be literally like the best setting spray I've used as far as like keeping my makeup set. I don't know if you guys can see, this is why I didn't spray them in the video, but it doesn't even feel like it's wet. It almost feels like you're spraying air onto your face, and then you can kind of feel it once it's done, and then it settles in. Like, it's so insane, but it's so good. This is definitely, I wouldn't say it's completely mattifying, but I would say it feels kind of dry. So I always use this as like a secondary setting spray. It's like my final set. So I'd use like any of my other sprays if I want a mist, if I want an actual like hydrating setting spray, whatever I want, and I would do like a final seal with this. This is so good. I do not leave anywhere without this. I go on holiday with this, birthdays, events, anywhere that I feel like I need my makeup to last through everything. This is like an ultimate guarantee. Like, if we're gonna call anything makeup insurance, this will be makeup insurance. It's so good. Spoiler alert, it's literally my favorite setting spray. I literally like, I use it all the time. This is my absolute fave. It is very strong, so that when you spray it, I always personally hold my breath because it's that strong that I don't want to like have a coughing fit. I'm not gonna lie, it's strong, but it works. So it's like, we can excuse that because At the end of the day, what is the objective? Set the face. That's all we want, and she does exactly that. These two are like my final step setting sprays, so I could use any of the setting sprays in any order, however I want to use them, but I would always like finish off and seal it with the One Size or this L'Oreal Infallible. I've seen people talk about, I think it's called the Cryolan setting spray, the blue bottle. I have thought about using that, but if I'm being honest guys, it's used for stage makeup, so I just don't see why I'd put something so harsh on my skin for day to day when products like this and the One Size are quite strong as it is. I just don't see what war I'm going to fight to use something like that, or where I'm going on stage to use something like that. Now, if I was going to talk about my favorite setting sprays, like my absolute faves out of all of these, I would have to say, as of right now, for affordable, this E.L.F. All Nighter setting spray. Absolutely. For a refreshing mist, I really enjoy Fix Plus. Love the Superdrug one too, but Fix Plus just have a, I don't know, has a special place in my heart. I just enjoy her. And then for a regular just setting spray I can use by itself, I don't need reinforcements, it's just about preference, I would go with this Tarte Lifelong. She kind of reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury, it's just like without the fragrance, if I had to compare it to anything else. So yeah, she's coming in number 2 right now. And then my absolute favorite of all time is the One Size. Like, you can't go wrong, she's that girl. But yeah, those are all my setting sprays. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give me a nice thumbs up. Of course, I will list them in the description box so you guys can have a gander at that. Give me a nice thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys